monuments, especially palace and manors. And many years ago, maybe it was 40 years ago, I came to Sztynort, in German Sztynort, and I saw this beautiful palace, which you see here, which was beginning of 90s, and this palace was in very bad shape. So I decided that I have to do everything what I can to save this beautiful palace. This palace is laying in the magical place between two beautiful Masurian lakes and have a very long history, and before the war belongs to family von Lendorf. And I start to find an investor who can buy this palace and also renovate it. And I found some very rich people, and I was, in these days, I was sure that maybe one of them will buy it and renovate it. But you know, reality is not so good. This, such a monument needs a lot of money, and it is not good investment. And for example, I invite one guy, Polish guy from, but he was living in Germany and has a lot of money, and I invite him on the yacht because it's near the Sztynort. It's the biggest port in the Masurian lakes. And when he saw it, he said, okay, he told me, oh, I will take it, I will buy it, it's so beautiful. But you know, after maybe 2 or 3 weeks, he came back with, architect and bookkeeper. And when we start to charge the cost, because he said to me, it must be repaid during 10 years. So he said, sorry Wojtek, but it is not, I couldn't invest it because in these days, beginning of 90s, the one night should cost $500 for one night. So now it's a big number of money, but in 90s was 3 or 4 times bigger. So I changed my mind, and I just saw that it is not possible to find investors in this way. So we established a foundation, Polish-German foundation, especially Professor Tomaszewski, who was a main conservator in Poland, and we established this foundation and start to find money to renovate Palace Sztynort. And from the beginning it was very tough because when first architects, Mr. Górski, came to make some project, he couldn't come in because it was danger that this palace collapse when he will be going inside. So we take the ropes, alpinist ropes, and he was hanging and making photo and make a drawing. Don't touch any item in palace. And when we know that, so we start to find the foundation, some funds for renovation of Palace Sztynort. First, we got some small money from the state, Polish state, because the worst thing was, of course, the roof. The water is falling down into the palace, and all this construction was in very bad shape. So on the beginning we put some material on the roof. Even we couldn't put this tigel on the roof because it was too heavy to keep this construction, can be falling down. After that, we tried we got some money to dry the found. It was also in very bad shape because in the cellar was a lot of water, and this basement, the foundation of the palace was, because it was a very big stones, so every 1-2 stones was missing, so was big hole in this basement, yes. So also it was danger that it would be collapsed. And finally we start to apply for the money from Bundestag. This is the German parliament, and we got about 2 million euro for the work. We call it just to preserve, not to renovate, just to preserve the palace. And this was also very, for us, very big money, but finally we need to renovate whole palace, about 30 million euro. So still this money is not enough to renovate, just to keep standing, not collapse this palace. And of course, still I try to find some people who maybe can give us as a foundation some money privately. We have also a lot of people who are coming, even from, let's say, about the manager of Alex Springer. It is big published in Germany, and he came by own helicopter, look over, and after then there was no response. And also because I have very good connection to German ambassadors, and I ask every ambassador if they can find someone, and was one of ambassadors. His name was Lydiger from Freiherr from Fridge, and he was very involved and invited to embassy the richest Polish people, and of course invite me when I show the project, and of course say what is going on. Everybody say, "Oh, fantastic! We will come, we will see, we will help you." But when they leave the embassy, was no response. But that's life, that's life. Now the situation is much better, because we got promise for next year 3 million euro from Bundestag, also 3 million zloty from Polish government, and on the 6th of October we will finish facade. Okay. Because I would like to say who is on the picture, and then I will move. Okay, on this picture is, maybe you know, this is Marion von Denhoff. She was the publisher, and she was the chief redactor in Die Zeit. It was a German, very well-known well-known person. And she came first time after the war. This is the picture by 1963 it was. Because she was very relative to family Landorf, and this picture also is 1963, how this palace looks like. And this is this is my photo, it is about when we start, the roof is already done, but looks everything, so it is, in my opinion, about 2015, maybe 16. Okay, I don't know if, oh, no, sorry. And what we plan to do in this palace. So we divided this palace for three parts. In one part, we plan to establish Academia Masuria. It will be for the students from all over the Europe, or maybe from all over the world. On the another part will be museum. It is a very interesting story because, as you maybe know, the owner of this palace, Heinrich von Landorf, was involved in resistance movement against the Hitler. And in '44, when was this action against the Hitler, he was arrested, and of course he was murdered by hanging on the rope. And after that, Nazis make sequestration of this what was in the palace and pack it to big bag and send it to Germany. And finally, this about 5,000 pieces went to Schloss Krepstein, and it is what I said, a very interesting story. When Russians were coming, the Kammerdiener, when he saw Russian, he put all these things to the chimney. And put after that, of course, bricks, and about 50 years or 60 years it was, nobody knows, but it is inside. And when they start renovated, they saw this big box, and was written Schloss Sztynort, so everybody knows that it's coming from this palace. And after when all these items was given to the family Landorf, and many times they were in Sztynort, and also we and my wife were hosted them many times, and I asked if we can use it for the museum. So they say, of course, it will be the first palace in the East Prussia, where will be old furniture and old stuff will be there. But after that, I got information that they just give it to Sotheby's for the auction. And for us was shock. We were shocked because, you know, Sotheby's can buy one or maybe 500 people this, and after they disappeared in China or in, let's say, Russia or Asia, I don't know. So we asked some families, noble families from East Prussia, from Ostpreußen, very famous, and they collect €2.5 million and pay to the family. And now all these items in the museum in Lüneburg near Hamburg. So we thought that after when we finish renovation, these items will be not given to us but hired to us. So we planned this, as I told you, the museum. And on the third part, we planned, of course, some guest rooms and cafe or restoration, because we will be needing money for running costs. Yeah? Because now we can get some donation, but finally it can be a situation like this that when the palace will be renovated, it's not possible to get money. So we have to earn some money, because to keep in good shape such a palace and so on costs a lot of money. You know very well about it. Very well about it. So it is our plan, and I am happy because, as I told you, the future looks very good when we get money from the Polish state and German state together. The renovation will be going on, and on the 8th of November we will be opening this facade. So now I will invite you all, if you have some time or they would like to come. I will be very happy to see you when we will be a lot of guests. So will be very big celebration. Okay, so we move now. We move now. Okay. As I told you, the palaces and manors are my spirit, my hobby, my style of life, I can say. So I decided many years ago to buy a manor house and to renovate it. I became from the family who before the war has also manor house, have a lot of land, about 1,000 hectares my grandfather have. And you know, after the war, everything was nationalized, was captured by the communists, and even my family shouldn't come. You know, was the limit 50 kilometers. They cannot settle more than they have to settle more than 50 kilometers from this manor. And they couldn't even come to see this, which was illegal, you know. So my grandfather was put to the jail, only without, of course, a charge, because he was, as they told you, the owner, and he was, you know, in their mind against the communists. Of course, it was true, but it was no charge. And after when they released him, when they released him, he died. But my grandmother living near 100 years, so I was visiting her many times, and she was start to talk about how it was before, when they were living in manor house, and so on and so on. And as I told you, it was my mind to find such a thing. And I was looking near 20 years in my area, and finally I found the manor Drynki, in German Drynki. And when I saw this, I knew it that I have to buy it. This manor house was built by Scots Percy Marshall in 1870. His parents came from Edinburgh. His father was trading wood from British Empire and makes a lot of money of this from this, and he bought to his for his son Percy this manor house, and of course the land, because it was the basic, the land, and afterwards was the manor house. And his wife was Anna MacLean. His mother was Anna MacLean from very famous Scots clan, and one of the from this family, one guy from Archibald MacLean was the prototype of James Bond, because during the war he makes a very brave action and never heard, nothing happened. So everybody said he was the prototype of James Bond. And okay, and they have 12 children, and two was died in the Second World War, and when Percy and his wife died, then they decided to sell it. Sorry, because I couldn't move it. Can I? No, okay. No, okay. It's okay. No. And it was bought to Otto Jarl and his wife Gertrude. They have 3 children. This is how it looks. It is 1940, and all these pictures was taken by a personal photographer of Hitler, who came specially to make this photo. Okay. And they have this to 1945. Before Russia came, the children went to Germany, but Otto died in 1938. So, but Gertrude stayed on place, and when came the Russian army, people said that she was Nazi, and they tore her to the 2 horses, and of course she died in such a way. And you can see how it looks when I buy, and now how it looks now. It is, look at the difference. I bought it, it was very bad shape, so I have to do everything, beginning of the roof and dry system and everything. Even I have to make on the elevation, which is from the red bricks. Everything was very dirty and used, so I need conservator to make it. How many minutes? No minutes. 1 minute. Okay. So you also can see how it looks. Only three pieces was original, 2 doors and this staircase. So with my wife we will save it, and now it looks how it was before, how it looks now. You can choose. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. So, are there any questions? Yes,
my question is, what about the surrounding buildings? I've been many times to Sztynort, last 2 weeks ago, the last time, saw the facade, very beautiful. And another good thing is that you have a little office with young people inside and showing the progress of the renovation.
Yes.
So it was very beautiful. There were lots of people there because of the big marina in front of them. And I saw in one of in the agriculture building, the stable, I don't know what it was, there's a kind of the yachting museum,
yes.
and a little bit showing very little bit showing about the Redor family.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the buildings behind them?
Yes. The problem is that to our foundation we have only the palace and the ground near even the park doesn't belong to us. There's a special company called New Sztynort, Nowy Sztynort, and they have the rest of this, but they have money and they invest, and I am sure that all these buildings will be near future in very good shape.
You have a good
Very good. We're in a very good relationship.
This is important.
We even share the cost because about the canalization and other things with the mass media. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Just a short follow-up question. And is anything known about the use of these houses when they invest? Will they be flats or a hotel or something like that?
No. Now they renovate two buildings, and in one building is museum, and then another one is coffee bar. So it is our luck, because before this, which have these companies which have just only keeping in good bad shape, yes? But they just invest because the port brings a lot of money, millions zloty a year. So what they get from the port, they invest to all surroundings, and they want to build the hotel, but they have 50 hectares, so it's enough space to do it here.
Any other questions? Well, then I just think that we'll say thank you very much.
Thank you.